Okay, so this time we talk about social equity, diversity, and inclusion. Social equity, diversity, and inclusion, or CDR, not just buzzwords. No, they are foundational values that define how a society treats its people. No, social equity means ensuring everyone has fair access to opportunities, regardless of their background or current circumstances. Let's say, for example, no, a government scholarship program that targets low-income and indigenous student is one way of addressing historical disadvantages. No, it's about leveling the playing field so that no one is left behind due to circumstances beyond their control. Diversity, of course, recognizes the uniqueness, no, of individuals in terms of race, gender, age, religion, ability, and more. In the workplace, for instance, a diverse team composed of people from different cultural backgrounds, no, can spark innovation as varied perspective often lead to better problem solving. So in school, diversity enriches learning by exposing students to different world views and experiences, but it's not enough to have diversity on paper. There must be a culture and experiences, no, that there must be a culture that truly values and respect differences. Inclusion, no, goes a step, no, further by ensuring that everyone, especially those from marginalized group, feels welcome, no, valued, and empowered to participate fully. Imagine a classroom where students with disabilities are given the tools they need to learn alongside their peers, such as assistive technologies or inclusive lesson plans. Inclusions demand that we actively remove barriers so everyone can uh, thrive, no? It's not just about being present in the room, it's about having a voice that matters. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter this morning. Go ahead.
Um, Good morning po. Good morning, Dr. Abante. Good morning, classmates. I am here to present Chapter 14, which is the Social Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. For the introduction, with increasing understanding of the social justice, representation, and equality in the government, social equity, diversity, and inclusion have become tenets of modern public administration. Governments, groups, and communities worldwide are now concentrating on tackling problems of social inequality, discrimination, and exclusion as societies grow more varied and linked. To fully understand this chapter, it was defined that social equity is the equitable and fair distribution of goods, services, and rights in society, guaranteeing that every person has equal access to the advantages and chances provided by institutions and public policies. Systemic obstacles and differences in race, ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic level, handicap, and sexual orientation must be addressed in order to achieve social fairness, while recognizing, appreciating, and honoring the distinctive viewpoints, life experiences, and contributions of people from many origins and identities is part of embracing diversity. And inclusion is the active promotion of the involvement, representation, and empowerment of all people through institutions and settings. Practices of inclusive governance seek to guarantee that many viewpoints are heard, valued, and considered in programs, policies, and decision-making process. Policy creation, organizational procedures, community involvement, and cultural transformation are all part of the complex strategy needed to address social equality, diversity, and inclusion in public administration. Through the creation and execution of inclusive laws, programs, and services that meet the needs and priorities of all citizens, governments, and public organizations are essential in furthering these ideals. Social justice, diversity, and inclusion are fundamental public administration concepts that need constant dedication, initiative, and leadership. For governments and public organizations may promote more equality, representation, and empowerment for all people by adopting inclusive policies and practices, so advancing more just, equitable, and inclusive societies. For the advanced strategies for promoting social equity, diversity, and inclusion in governance, one sophisticated tactic is to put in place the focused affirmative action laws, which address systemic and historical injustices that underrepresented and marginalized groups experience. Quota systems, hiring preferences, and focused recruitment initiatives are examples of affirmative action strategies intended to raise the percentage of women, racial and ethnic minorities, people with disabilities, and other underrepresented groups in leadership and decision-making positions inside government organizations and institutions. Promotion of social fairness, diversity, and inclusion in governance also depends on the public administrators and frontline personnel developing their cultural competency and sensitivity. Through the cultural competency training courses, the staff members are equipped to communicate with people from many backgrounds, comprehend their individual viewpoints and experiences, and respectfully and inclusively attend to their needs and concerns. Next is developing alliances and working together with advocacy groups, neighborhood associations, and other interested parties can also strengthen initiatives to advance inclusion, diversity, and social justice in government. Government may create more inclusive and reactive policies and programs that represent concerns and ambitions of many populations by interacting with variety of voices and viewpoints. Technology and data analytics, wherein government can monitor developments, quantify results, and pinpoint areas in which actions are required to reduce inequalities and advance justice. Next, promoting social fairness, diversity, and inclusion also requires the public sector organizations to cultivate a culture of belonging and inclusivity. This calls for establishing settings in which every person feels appreciated, respected, and free to provide their special skills and viewpoints to the objectives and mission of the company. It also requires for adoption of intersectional strategies that identify and address the intersecting forms of discrimination and disadvantage experienced by the people of various marginalized identities. Promoting social justice, diversity, and inclusion in governance also calls for continuous monitoring, assessment, and accountability systems to gauge results, gauge development, and pinpoint areas that need work. This might be gathering and evaluating information on employee happiness, diversity representation, and stakeholder input to guide decision-making and guarantee that initiatives to advance equity and inclusion are successful and adaptable to changing demands and priorities. Advanced strategies for advancing social equity, diversity, and inclusion in governance need all-encompassing and multidimensional strategies that deal with structural obstacles, encourage inclusion, promote representation, and establish settings where everyone has equal chances to prosper. Policies to affirmative action are proactive steps taken by institutions, governments, and organizations to correct structural and historical injustices that underprivileged and underrepresented groups experience. Through offering those from historically disadvantaged backgrounds specialized opportunities and preferences, these programs seek to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion. Policies, procedures, and systems that support the involvement, representation, and empowerment of every person in decision-making and governance structures are referred to as inclusive governance mechanisms, aiming to guarantee that viewpoints are heard, acknowledged, and considered in the creation of policies The execution of programs and provision of services is inclusive governance. Education and professional development geared at raising knowledge, comprehension, and sensitivity to cultural variety and differences is known as cultural competency training. Training programs in cultural competency give people the information, abilities, and resources they need to communicate with others from different origins, comprehend their particular viewpoints and experiences, and respectfully and inclusively attend to their needs and concerns. Affirmative action laws, inclusive governance frameworks, and cultural competency training are crucial instruments for advancing social justice, diversity, and inclusion in public administration. For the case studies on advancing social justice, reducing inequalities, and fostering inclusive governance practices include the following. First one, the community land trust model applied to improve social fairness and lower housing disparities. Community land trusts are nonprofits that buy and maintain land for the community's benefit, offering reasonably priced homes and encouraging fair access to home ownership for underprivileged and low-income people and families. It supports stable, inclusive communities by removing land from speculative market and guaranteeing permanent affordability, therefore addressing the underlying reasons of housing insecurity. Next, gender-responsive budgeting improves social fairness and lessens gender disparities in public policy and finance. It also assures that public resources are distributed fairly and equitably, empowers women, and promotes gender equality by recognizing and resolving gender differences in resource allocation and service delivery. Next one, universal basic income, giving all the citizens or residents, regardless of their income or job status, unconditional cash transfers to guarantee financial security and reduce poverty. It also promotes social inclusion, lowers economic disparities, and gives them confidence to follow their dreams. Next one, social justice has been promoted and disparities in access to high-quality education, wherein every student has equal chances to learn and succeed, is known as the inclusive education. It has also been demonstrated that putting community policing program can make people have access to safety and security through community policing. There is emphasis on cooperation and trust building between police personnel and community people to combat crime. Next one, gender mainstreaming ensures that the needs, goals, and viewpoints of men and women are both considered. And last, environmental justice, wherein every person has fair access to environmental resources and benefits. The need of putting into practice focused methods and projects to remove structural obstacles, advance equity, and build more just and inclusive societies is demonstrated by case studies on promoting inclusive governance practices, lower inequality, and advancing social justice. In conclusion, governments, organizations, and communities can collaborate to promote social justice, reduce inequality, and build more inclusive and equitable societies by learning from successful examples and sharing lessons learned. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Solo ka lang, madam.
Dr. Abante, hindi po. May ano pa po, may dalawa pa pong partner. Dr. Meryl Ada po and Miss Marie Tagal po.
Okay, so may request your colleagues to continue. Thank you. Okay, while we are waiting with the presentation of Madam, no? Again, as our presenter mentioned, no, real progress in social equity, no, diversity and inclusion often comes from deliberate policies, no, and everyday actions. A company implementing blind recruitment process to reduce hiring bias or barangay holding forums in multiple dialects to include all voices in decision making are a concrete, no, steps towards inclusivity. Small efforts like gender neutral restroom, no, flexible working hours of single parents, or student clubs celebrating ethnic cultures can make a big difference. So embracing social equity, diversity, and inclusion is about building a society that values fairness, no, celebrate differences, and make sure everyone feels they belong. As future public administrator and business leaders or educators, we have the responsibility to be advocates for justice and equity. When we invest in equity and inclusion, we don't just uplift individuals, we strengthen communities, create more resilient institutions, and pave the way for a truly inclusive future. Okay?